MotoGP riders cruising around at very low speeds in the qualifying sessions looking for a tow and not being penalised like the Moto3 riders has been the topic for heated debate this year, as reported here earlier. Ducati's Jack Miller has now expressed his displeasure of the issue while speaking to the media in Assen. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, Jack Miller blasts double standards of fellow riders. Miller began by revealing that he has already spoken about this during the Safety Commission meeting. I said my piece quite clearly in the Safety Commission about this. There were certain riders who were generally involved in this sort of situation all the time who were trying to defend themselves, saying that it's not unsafe because they were watching for other bikes and other stuff like that, and I told them straight up that it's double standards. He then criticised the way MotoGP riders explain that their actions are different compared to the Moto3 riders. How can you judge these Moto3 kids when they're doing this and then go and do it yourselves and say, no, it's okay because I'm watching? You don't know when the other bike is coming. You don't know this. He further added how the MotoGP riders shouldn't need a penalty system like Moto3 and was critical of how certain riders insist on waiting for a tow. So for me, we shouldn't have to have this penalty system because this is MotoGP. These idiots should be able to do a lap time by themselves. They shouldn't be stopping. They shouldn't be waiting on the racing line. They insist on doing it and then they have the audacity to defend it. He also feels that these are the same riders who criticise the Moto3 riders for doing the same. They're the first ones to bring it up when the kids do it, saying that this is bad for TV, bad for the image of the sport. I really don't understand it, this double image bullshit. They say, oh, but if you make a mistake then you should be punished. But it's like a yellow flag rule. Should you only get in trouble if you crash under the yellow flag? He signed off by reiterating that this is double standards. It's double standards and you can't have the best of both. You can't have the safest way and the sporting way. The guys know who they are 100%. Fast feed. Petronas Yamaha are looking for a stand-in rider for the still recuperating Franco Morbidelli when MotoGP return to action next month in Austria. World Superbike rider Garrett Gerloff, who previously stood in for Franco, is presently not available as he has a race in the Czech Republic that weekend. Ducati team coordinator Davide Tardozzi is sorry Maverick Vinales has made this decision to leave Yamaha at the end of this year, but he'll have his reasons, of course. A future with Ducati. Right now we're very pleased to have Francesco Bagnaia and Jack Miller while the other Ducati riders are also doing well, Tardozzi added. He further added that he doesn't know where he'll go, but he hopes he stays in the MotoGP Championship. He's an important rider for the category and very fast. That kid is amazing, second to none. His racing ability is fantastic, Jack Miller declared, praising Moto3 Championship leader Pedro Acosta. Moto2 Championship leader Remy Gardner wants to keep up the work and the results that they have shown so far, to repeat what they have done in the first part of the season. He feels that it will be important not to make mistakes and always score points. The idea is to get to Valencia fighting for the championship. Pramac Johan Zarco pointed out that he lost some points on Fabio at Assen, but gained some on those following him in the championship. Now he hopes to come back even stronger for the second half to be a real contender for the title. 9-time world champion Valentino Rossi has explained that aerodynamics give you better acceleration, so you arrive at the next corner faster. You also have more load on the front, so you can brake harder and the bike becomes heavier in the change of direction, so you need to use more strength. In general, it's more difficult physically. Those are the differences that are created by the aerodynamics, more than a change in the riding style, Rossi surmised. KTM's Miguel Oliveira feels that they always try new things, come with different ideas. And that is really nice when you want to go forward with the bike and continue the progression, Oliveira added. Can Johan Zarco put up a stronger challenge for the 2021 World Championship? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.